one more series here for League Play. DreamLeague Season 7, live from the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios in Stockholm. Brought to you by Monster Energy as well. And this one series is going to be the deciding series. Decide which team goes to LAN, which team goes to DreamHack Atlanta in July to join Team Secret, Team Liquid, and Vega Squadron. It's either going to be Team Freedom or former Thunderbirds, Planet Odd. And we're here to find out. Gentlemen, welcome back. Jake Canner, David Parker. Very official.
Thank you.
Real names.
Hi!
Jordan van der Sar. I think it's a football player.
How could you not know her last name? What is
Van
wrong
der
with you?
Heijden?
Van der Heijden. Van der Sar is
yeah.
like the famous football player, but
How could you?
sure. Van
What
der Sar
a
is
shameful
fine.
act to not even know her last name.
Dude, wasn't it like earlier on in the season that you also didn't know?
No. I have always known it was Van der Sar.
All right,
The
so,
rarest dinosaur.
No, but we got one series, Team Freedom. We saw them yesterday. We saw already Planet Odd this morning, or not this morning, it was this evening still. But first series of the day. They look really strong. Not gonna lie, they are actually probably, I would favor them to take the series 2-0, even though I prefer not to, because they actually only need to win one game, while Team Freedom needs to win both to make it to LAN.
A lot less pressure on them when you just
Yes.
need the draw. You can have two different strats, two different drafts, and not have to be playing for that win. Whereas Freedom have to bring their A game from start to finish.
Yeah.
Measure your words, Sheever, because in case you forgot, the old Stack Pro Dota got their name from 3-0 these fools. They decimated them before, and they will decimate them again today. They know them best of all out of anyone from NA. In fact, Team Freedom was put up as a singular job to destroy Digital Chaos Thunderbirds Team Planet Order. This is going to be their greatest achievement, their greatest creation, is this 2-0.
All right, so you're thinking Freedom have got this?
No, I didn't say that. I
Oh.
said that's what they were supposed to do. I have to look at the drafts first. I mean, I'm not a...
Well, before we do that, let me just remind you guys that during this game, you can vote for your MVP in the chat. It is hashtag and then the player that you think deserves the MVP votes most of all. And again, it is most valuable player. Just in case people are wondering.
We've had meme votes for IO, for
Yes.
Melones. Who's the meme vote this time? Slacks, I defer to you.
Oh, well, I
Whose
don't know.
meme stock is rising?
It's pretty difficult, you know. This economy can get pretty swayed often. It's hard to judge public opinion, but I've got a feeling this time it's Saska. You know, he's
Saska?
a rare Mei. People have trouble pronouncing his name. He's
Saksa?
a bit of an introvert.
Why do people have
anime?
trouble pronouncing his name? Let's go to the draft actually, because it's
Saska.
Let's see what we got.
Saksa.
Did we get
Oh,
anything
my.
right? Wow, we got nothing right. Everything's banned that we grabbed. All right, well, next Jakiro Clockwork.
The puck
Guess
is
he's outta here.
gone. No
Puck is gone.
CCNC puck today.
Oh, dude, I told you Freedom's gonna win this. Look at that, banning the lone druid after watching.
Yeah, we
their
grabbed that one. We
series.
figured it was going to get removed or picked up, but
Look at that.
Nyx Assassin, Clockwork, Jakiro. You just got all of them. There you go, buddy.
Team Freedom
the Nyx.
snags the NA Clockwork.
I did originally.
Wonderful.
Nick's first pick.
Nyx first pick.
What's up with that?
It normally gets banned out, to be fair, if you don't grab it early on in these NA games.
I think this will be Thunderbirds going more of their like standard meta strong drafts. They need to get that win. They're going to be looking to.
The
They
Clinks.
did go for the Clinks. I just put it away.
Yeah,
What?
I
Rezo,
thought they were going to grab it anyway, but
Rezo was so good on it this
What is
morning.
happening?
Clinks is back, baby.
We're seeing the meta evolve.
My God, right before our eyes.
Clockwork's
No.
pretty good versus Clinks, though. You just get right in his face until he gets,
10
of course,
seconds
magic
remaining.
resistance or Hurricane Pike. You can't just go defer to that type of build versus the Clockwork, though.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I don't understand why people don't get a little bit more bursty, you know? Isn't that why people stopped playing Clinks? Because he was a little
Radiant
too
So he's pretty
squishy?
tanky though
Well,
now.
Now it's
exactly.
different.
Yeah, you get a lot of HP from your ulti,
Yeah.
so he's one of the tankier carries to run with a lot of high burst damage. But
And with like talent introduction, you know, he gets, if you want to, you can take the 10% magic resist at 10. He has like 10 int or 10 magic
seconds
resist.
remaining.
Last game, Moo actually grabbed the magic resist versus the Lina lineup.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, okay.
And then, of course, you know, the Death Pact is the big one. Like, the old Death Pact lasted like 20,
Reserve
35 or
time.
whatever, and outlasts 65 at all levels. So it's the uptime is a lot more favorable.
God damn.
Dire
How do you beat this
team
hero
battle.
then?
It's looking pretty strong, but
I think it is the laning stage, isn't it? You know, as you kind of mentioned earlier, you know, you want to try and put pressure on him early on. He is, as you said earlier, you said he's like that Slark-esque hero, you know.
10
You can put a
seconds
stop on him at the
remaining.
start. It can be hard for Klinks to climb his way back in after a rough laning stage.
5 seconds remaining.
if they can have like heroes that like these tanky frontliners, so he can just sit in the back lines, it benefits him a lot. Like we saw in that last game,
Reserve
he just had
time.
like a DK, Jakiro, Tusk, all these different like frontliners, and he was just able to sit in the back lines and just pretty much auto attack in the team fights. But yeah, like that being said, Freedom, like I mentioned, the Clockwork can obviously pierce into the back lines easily to get on top of the Klinks.
All right, now Fog, this might detract just a little bit,
So
but think about this.
bless you, Owen.
Blush. What if techies could put remote
Dire
bombs
team.
into creeps in the jungle, and then if Klinks ate them, the bombs would be inside of Klinks? Think about it. Or Doom, or Enchantress. What if bombs could go inside of creeps, Fog?
That'd be pretty cool.
All right,
That actually sounds
10
pretty sweet.
seconds remaining.
thank you. That was it.
Why does the
I don't know,
bomb
that sounds
survive
okay.
in the
5
creep?
seconds
Because it's
remaining.
in their gut.
Why doesn't it explode in the
Can
Well, it's
techies
a
then
remote
explode
mine, isn't
them from inside?
You put like remote
Yes.
mines in the creeps.
They eat the creep, then the 10 remote mines are inside Doom.
How do you feed the creep the mine?
You just shove
Forcibly.
it down its throat.
How in the game?
Well, he does throw them quite violently.
So they're focusing majority of bans from Thunderbirds onto CCNC. They take out the Shadow Fiend, the TA, the Puck. Those are his most played heroes. Even Invoker's taken out. There's only really like Lena, Queen of Pain, but Nyx Assassin good versus both.
I'm gonna call it phase bombs. Think about it, guys.
Let it go.
A new bomb.
Yeah, let it,
Let it go.
let it go.
Okay, all right, all right. No worries.
Wait till he's in captain's mode.
Better
you
than
know?
most of your ideas.
Thank you, Fog. That's kind of a compliment.
It
That's
is.
pretty good.
What? It is.
All right, anyway. So, next pick here. They haven't revealed it yet. Too much. I already like the synergy, though. It's always great to have somebody that gets stuck in Jakiro's stuff.
Yep.
Clockwork cogs are going to be burning away. Hopefully, we get to see that big damage to Jakiro coming out. Maybe level 25. Pure damage fire, Cheever.
I mean, I like it.
His other level 25 is pretty good though.
What is
yeah,
that?
1.25 on Ice Path.
1.25, as you were saying.
Yeah, I think most
Yeah.
Jakiras are getting the other one. As sick as the pure damage is, don't mean burst your bubble slacks, bro.
A like 1200 range, 4-second stun sounds pretty good to me.
Radiant team pick.
All right,
Spirit's
Spirit
pretty
Breaker
good.
picking up there.
Especially if you were following up a Clockwork that has to go in and deep. So you know,
Sure.
you got you give the ice path in the.
Sure.
This is
Like a fire
also
in
this is
this
a kind of
one.
hero that the people used to pick a lot versus the Klinks. It's also very good versus Nyx. You know, you can
10
obviously find him in the
seconds
invis. You have BKB piercing lockdown.
Yeah, I love this pick here.
Keep for the light. That's a hero that we
Dire
haven't seen
team pick.
in a bit. It's been banned out quite a few times.
Pretty great against Spirit Breaker, honestly. If he's charging the
Yeah.
team, you can get a blind on him. You can always mana leak him, and then he has such a horrible mana pool. He usually has to walk back, but yeah, they've got a lot of people that like to
10
get in it
seconds
and get out.
remaining.
They need some meat on Thunderbirds, I think.
Cuddle Klinks is a kind of cool
5
concept too.
seconds
You can always
remaining.
like bring your Klinks around into the fights. He can go be eating creeps with his Death Pact, and you can just recall him into the fights always.
Radiant team pick.
See the UR hero picked up. He's been playing a lot of this Juggernaut for freedom.
Yep.
Decent like stat hero that has alright armor to not get completely shredded apart by Klinks as well.
Yeah.
10 seconds
If you have vision of him,
remaining.
yeah, you just Omni Slash, right? And Klinks is actually pretty susceptible to that kind of burst
5
damage.
seconds
I wonder
remaining.
if this Nyx is probably going to be support now for Thunderbirds once they see that Jug being picked up, Jug and Spirit Breaker.
Reserve time.
I mean, I like the Juggernaut, and I always think it's a good, well-rounded hero. But at the same time, I kind of feel like Freedom is lacking some cohesion in their draft. Yeah, the Clockwork Jakiro. I mean, I thought that was nice, but then it's just Spirit Breaker Juggernaut. You
Just
know?
wait. Last pick, Lifestealer, and then it all makes sense for Team Freedom.
Well, I don't think that, why would they
Well,
pick Life
where
Steal?
would they go with the Lifestealer? Would the Juggernaut go middle? They
Yeah.
don't know if they can do that yet.
Oh, they got it. Think about it, Cheever.
I just did.
All right. Think harder.
Lots
So
of
where's the
thinking.
cohesion from a lifestealer?
Because you got 2 initiators, you got a lot of damage to back him up, you got Juggernaut off doing his thing, and you got that magic immune guy running at 3 people that really need magic attacks.
Okay.
You'll see. This
Nice.
is,
He's good against Cuddle Nyx.
Nice, good. He's really good versus Nyx, and yeah, not really versus Clinks. Clinks is quite good versus Lifestealer.
Ooh.
So you think?
So you think, fool? Sorry.
All right.
Okay,
calm
so
down.
Thunderbirds needs another pick here.
They can go for the Bristle themselves, right? And put the
Oh
Nyx as
my
support.
God, Bristle.
Coddle Bristle.
Coddle Bristle.
Oi.
We haven't seen Bristle being picked up at all, but it's still a pretty prominent hero.
Dude, Bristle Coddle is disgusting. That'd be
Really
fantastic.
is. They go for the
Hey,
Axe
look
instead, so
who
it is
it
going to be
is.
Dire
Nyx support,
team
and
ban.
as we kind of thought it would be, and the Axe is going to get grabbed up. Very good versus Juggernaut.
Yeah, pretty much always we see a team wanting to get some sort of stun through that magic immunity when going against the Jug. Whether it be Axe, Legion, Bane.
Clear-cut
10
initiator,
seconds
just
remaining.
nice.
So, against 3 melee heroes already, so it's looking nice for
5
the Axe.
seconds remaining.
Sure.
Blade Mail does look like a great item this game. With Thunderbirds.
Reserve time.
So standing in as Axe and
For
just burn
freedom
that
as well.
poor Jakiro. Oh.
Clinks.
The
Shooting-
Clinks Blade Mail?
No. Blade Mail against Clinks.
Against Clinks, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, for Clockwork, it's going to be a nice item.
Scary. It is scary.
Lots of, we were
10
mentioning like lots of
seconds
mid laners
remaining.
banned down. It looks like the next 2 bans are probably going to be mid laners as
Yeah.
well, so it's going to be
What are we
super
gonna say?
limited.
All right. What do we have
Everyone's
left
remaining.
here?
Radiant
Amber gets
team
taken
ban.
out. There's like Storm, but there's a Nyx Assassin.
There's-
Tinker's still there for Weehaw if he wants
Tinker's
to play
still
around
there
that
for
scare
Weehaw.
again.
Oh, he can also still go for Wind Ranger.
Wind Ranger.
Yeah, that'd be the Thunderbird special, wouldn't it? That'd be great.
Or the Zeus.
10 seconds
there's a-
remaining.
I like the Tinker, even though there's first place versus like Spirit Breaker
Yeah,
Clockwork, it's a bit
5
hard.
seconds
Was that
remaining.
today or
They
yesterday?
did play
that
the,
Tinker
they did it
game?
earlier today.
That
yeah.
was today, wasn't it? Yeah.
I mean, there's not really a whole lot of mid laners
Reserve
left.
time.
Everything's pretty much getting banned out. The big ones that they do play at least. Queen of Pain's still there for Thunderbirds if they do want to go for that.
Radiant team
There
pick.
goes Lena, yeah. This is
Ban
the
Lena.
bottom of the barrel mids. This
Quap,
is fun.
Tinker, and what BKB cores are left?
I think, yeah.
BKB mid
Queen of
laners,
Pain,
I'm trying to think.
Tinker.
Yeah, OD.
OD, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
OD for any of those 3 for Thunderbird sounds okay.
10 seconds
Templar
remaining.
Assassin, yeah, Templar Assassin is banned. What am I talking about? That was
Yeah.
one of the early ones.
5 seconds remaining.
Bust out like a Timbersaw or something funky.
Oh, it was Weehaw, wasn't it, that played the Bristle mid?
Reserve time.
That's true.
So that could be something if
But
they,
a
if they do
Bristle
want to play
and...
Bristle then.
they go for
They go
Storm.
for Storm themselves. Yeah.
Standard.
Dire
So
team
what the
Coddle.
Team Freedom wants out of that list of heroes, you said, well, what's good against the Storm? What could
Let's
they do?
see.
OD?
We got any
It's not really a whole lot of laners left.
But there's not a lot of lockdown on Freedom now for the
10
Storm either.
seconds remaining.
something that doesn't get destroyed by Nyx
Baxis.
Assassin, but
5
Yeah, what does
seconds
CCNC play?
remaining.
What's he hot on?
Come
a
on,
Viper
Life
or
Stealer.
something?
Oh,
okay.
Okay, we said Quap, but the
Yeah,
Nyx
okay.
Assassin's still there for it, but okay. Queen of
Yeah,
Pain.
yesterday he only played 3 games of Quap and 1 game of
Could be a
Queen of
tricky
Pain,
game
so-
for a Quap though. Nyx Assassin, Axe and Storms they put around. Lots of ways to catch out the Quap if he's out of position.
Hell yeah. Well said.
Whew. Who's gonna take the first game? That's what's actually what I was gonna ask.
All right, I'll start off. I
All right.
think that Thunderbirds has a really good draft on this time. It's always scary to have a Nyx and a Storm on the same team because you just have that ability to scout somebody out, instantly jump on them, and deal this insane amount of damage quick. So confident in that Storm pick. I'm not feeling the Quap that much. I feel like it was just like we need a mid too. Should have thought out of that box. Should have got the Life Stealer. You deserve to lose. Thunderbirds.
All right, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Thunderbirds too. I think
Team Poo.
Team Poe.
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 You just promised resolution that you would never call
I
him
didn't
that.
promise shit.
No, you actually
I said that's
I
the
promise.
name. Got it.
No, you promised and said I will respect your
Not
team. You will use the word
Team
respect.
order.
And I will call you Team Odd.
Odd. All right.
Team Odd.
Team Odd. Team Odd. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
That's what he said. Okay, I will. So I kind of think that Thunderbird's gonna take it or Team Odd, but I want Team Freedom to take it. So put my vote down for Team Freedom because we need that last game to be the deciding game. Actually, we don't, but it would be really good if we did. It would be fun to see. So yeah, let's see. Can Planet Odd secure their ticket to Atlanta? Find out with ODPixel and Fogged.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome now back for the final series of the day here at the NA division of the Dream League. We've got Thunderbirds up against Team Freedom. The drafts are in. We're ready to rock and roll. And what are we thinking then for the final two mids that managed to scrape through that draft? The Storm Spirit and the Queen of Pain. Who's got the upper hand? Who's happier this game?
I mean, the drafts are kind of even in a way.
Okay.
Thunderbirds has it a bit later oriented kind of draft, but they are a little bit weaker in the lanes, I would say. The Queen of Pain and Spirit Breaker can punish the Storm Spirit a lot with rotations. So we'll see how that one plays out, but Clink seems to be an extremely dominating hero, at least from the last few games that we did get to see.
Today, yeah.
Yeah, he seems very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, is this another game where Clink's going to have a pretty good game, or are there sizable threats for him?
The Spirit Breaker and Clockwork are very good versus Clinks, and then the Queen of Pain actually does add a good value of burst to get into him, but...
Oh, look at that clock set. That's nice, isn't it? Have you seen that, Fog?
Which one is this one?
That on the
30 seconds to battle.
little underwater sea man. I like that.
This one looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. 10 out of 10.
The King rocking it.
I like that one.
Mr. Snake King himself.
Nice and thematic, that. You know, it's not just let's slap a fin on here. That's nice, that one. Good job, Valve. You did well.
I like that one. Yeah, that one looks cool. I really like that helm.
Yeah, the helm's
looks
really
pretty
nice, isn't it? Yeah. That's
So both offlaners should be able to get a decent mount. Like Axe should be pretty okay versus like Juggernaut, Shakiro. He's gonna maybe suffer a little bit. Clockwork should get maybe a little bit more, but he should be able to get a good amount. Axe.
That is, that weapon is out of this world.
That's an old one though, right? That's a very old one.
Dude, that one, I don't think I've seen anyone wearing that one. I like that.
It's pretty good. So right away, Spirit Breaker's gonna start top. He's gonna emphasize on just zoning the Axe out. Axe can always just resort to the jungle better than Clockwork can, but Clock can just guarantee himself lane. Misery starts mid lane with the mana burn. He's just gonna make it so that Storm doesn't get punished, because that is the one thing, is the Queen of Pain is a very strong laner versus a Storm Spirit. However, with a Nyx sitting around in the midst, can definitely deter it a lot. Top lane right away, putting a lot of pressure onto Moon. They're actually going to... they get the bash.
Yeah, with that bash, he's gone. The Blade Fury chase down, Moon's down.
They actually get the bash. The RNG. Because he should definitely live if there isn't a bash there.
Yeah, he would have just had the movement speed to get out that slow. Yeah.
He got the range creep in front though with his block, so he is going to get a little bit of a equilibrium shift into his favor.
Well, that first blood's certainly going to bring a smile to your wild's face.
I can actually imagine.
Look at this
right
again.
There.
I mean,
the slow motion bash.
I think
he would have gotten away without the bash for sure.
Yeah.
It's that bonus damage and just look at the knockback.
He would have either gone away or at least forced your ward to take a lot of damage, as he would have had to dive a little bit deeper if he wanted to commit for the kill.
So yeah, remember, one win from Thunderbirds, or from Planet Odd, and they guarantee themselves a spot at Atlanta.
Team Freedom needing that 2-0 this series, and it's not going to be easy considering how well Thunderbirds have played so far today. They have been
overall
pretty hot.
The whole time that they've been playing here, they've had a couple like maybe like shaky early games, but their drafts have been pertaining toward the late game. Like they had this like lone druid kind of draft that hits a timing, and then that's when they showed their big power spikes.
Mid lane at the moment, going pretty evenly. I think, as you said, just that the early presence of the Nyx Assassin certainly helping.
Charge on Moon. They've got the extra slow as well. He should be able to get brought down here, but the spin actually gets out of range from the call, and he's fine. Heavy.
Yeah, a little weird that he wasn't
pressure.
able to chase that down with the call. With the Blade Fury, that was odd.
He got caught on like the edge of the call because I think he didn't have like he wasn't like on top of him. So
it will still continue to drag the jug towards the axe, wouldn't it?
But like it gets that little like that slight hesitation where you get like pushed back a little bit because of the call.
Ah, there we go. Smart moves from him.
Yeah. That's a big window there too for him. They just had to expend a lot of regen to try to pressure him. They're completely actually that whole tri lane is out of regen entirely.
And Misery knows, look, he's straight up there, ready to abuse it.
Yep.
Straight and burns the mana if you want.
So both the Clockwork and the Axe are getting about the same. I mean, Clock's getting a couple more CS, and of course the Axe did die that one level because of that bash, but he should be just fine once the Nyx rotates in, and when they expended all that amount of resources of regen. That's the big thing. It's like when you're an offlaner, you have to play to those kind of like aspects. You may die in some situations, but if they use like 2 salves and 2 sets of tangos, sometimes it ends up just being worth it because they can't keep you zoned out afterwards. It's all about playing the long game in the offlane.
Flea. Eyes on to Wee, but Wee will quickly be able to force back the breaker.
Top lane
again, yeah, Moon, he's played very aggressive. Because it's only a 4-2 with Misery backing up as well. You are trying to go in on this. Moon goes for the TP out. He makes it.
He did the math.
I was going to say, he's playing that axe on the edge on this top lane.
Typical Moon.
Yep.
Moon always playing just at the skin of his teeth to survive. Efley denying up those bounty runes from Thunderbirds, walking into the enemy jungle. That's the thing, is that in this early game, Thunderbirds doesn't really have any potential to stop this Spirit Breaker. He kind of has free reign over this early game to where he wants to make moves.
Yeah, very little they can do. Yeah, and just stopping the charges at this stage.
Invis rune. He was trying to save the Invis rune for CC&C to get in the bottom rune, but it gets killed by the Coddle as he's standing on top of it.
And bottom lane, Snake King playing around on very low life. But,
yeah,
he's behind the tier 1. He's good.
Yeah, he can.
Did come a hunting.
He can sit in the lane more, but the thing is that the axe can just resort to the jungle and get a little bit more increased farm from that one. And Misery loves when that happens. You know, he just goes toward the top lane and able to get lots of experience. And Misery's doing pretty well. I mean, he's got boots at the start of the game. On his, got a Sage's Mask level 3. He's kind of just running around trying to do what he can.
That's a super nice stack as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's going to be soon to a quad stack. They can get that for the axe.
Bottom lane, charge coming out.
They've got the dust ready to go, and trapping him up in the cogs. Resolution certainly in trouble. The battery assault and the bash is enough. They'll take down one.
Sox is in trouble. Another bash.
Again, these bashes, Mr. F. Lee having the time of his life on this breaker. Bashes coming in when they count. And the third kill. All three of them pretty much thanks to this Spirit Breaker and his RNG.
Yeah, great rotations coming out from him. Getting the dust early on too for that movement, and Snaking just getting good levels, able to close the gap. And during all this, CC&C is 100% free farming in the mid lane.
He's dominating this mid.
Because Weehaw just went straight to jungle because the pressure from the Storm Spirit is too much. Like if you walk up at all, you're pretty susceptible to dying from a Shadow Strike and charge.
Misery up top backing up, the charge will be cancelled. And as they both realise they know what each other's up to. Moon playing it safer now in the jungle.
Weehaw's still not level 6. He does get the scan out onto Snaking. Snaking's in position there. Does he get the bounty rune? Snaking does get it. He's got the battery assault as well. Do they have enough damage to kill Snaking though with the blast?
Oh, it misses.
Off the mark, but it's enough damage.
Is he going to commit for the charge? I'd really like to see him do so, but I don't think he will he?
Oh.
Is he going to commit?
I think maybe now he does.
Is, yeah, he's out of mana.
He's going in.
Oh, he's going in. F. Lee. He's going in. And Weehaw knows he's in trouble. But, oh no, they needed the bash. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh. Oh no.
Double win there for Mr. Weehaw.
Yeah,
There's a rocket coming though. There's a rocket.
Oh.
Oh, he got healed up though. He dodged it just in case.
Oh, Weehaw is happy with that one. He was having, as you said, the lane was not a lane he wanted to be in. He was probably feeling pretty bad, had to go to the jungle. Nearly gets killed by a flying cow, but able to turn it around. And now, straight into the mid, he's feeling good. With the level 6 ready to bully the quad back out, try and get some of this place back.
Disjointed the Shadow Strike as well while he was jumping in onto CC&C. Bottom lane, more pressure onto Rezo. Dust comes out. They're able to close the gap onto him again, and Rezo just drops every time the charge comes out. Soxa as well, getting blocked out from the creep.
And that's going to be another one from Bash comes through from F. Lee to seal the deal. Once again, where was those bashes earlier on the Storm, though?
The raindrop from Snaking saves him. Now it's fully expended.
Stan King is a goner, though. Misery hunts him down. 5 for 3 at the moment. Yes, suddenly all kicking off. CC&C, he is going to have some high potency. He's actually able to get a good chunk of this stack as well. Look at this.
Yeah, they don't want the axe to take this.
That's massive, yeah. Making sure that axe isn't able to get his hands on that.
That's a good rotation. Yeah. That's a very good rotation coming out from him to secure that. You see Moon pings it a little bit. He's like, oh.
He's mad.
Yeah. Very important to not let axe get that kind of size stack. And Juggernaut can't clear it on his own.
Stupendous.
Yeah, CC, ooh, bottom.
He should be just fine.
Yeah, he can get himself out of this, and he's even got an Invis rune. Oh no, okay, we'll be denied. Get the denying it before he's grabbing it.
We got double Urn being picked up on Team Freedom, and a Nyx Assassin also picks up an Urn on the side of Thunderbird. So 3 Urns on the map at 8 minutes. It's okay. 2 Urns is okay. Like the Urn as an item is just incredibly potent. especially with the changes as well, giving it armor. Much needed on lots of different support heroes. Bottom lane again, Rezo getting charged up. Do they have another dust? They do.
They've got a hook shot as well, so they've got a good amount of damage, great a bit of control. Straight in they go. Resolution in the cogs. Does have a call turning around with the Illuminate. In fact, they're bringing Snaking down low. They'll get the Snaking kill. Resolution to fall. Moon in with the rotation. Has the call onto Effley. The dunk a little too early. They didn't quite bring him down enough below the threshold, so Effley gets away on the breaker. Stanking as well to survive. And CCNC did turn up just in case Thunderbirds chased too hard, as he would have been ready to turn with the Sonic Wave over himself.
Yeah, they're still punishing Rezo hard, though. 3 deaths already on him. He may have gotten 1 kill there, but I think he got the kill. I want to say, was it actually? No, he got it before he died. No, he actually got it after he died.
Was it after or before?
It was after he died.
It was after he died.
Yeah, so he doesn't get the experience from that one. So that actually hurts him a bit more. But he says his farm is still decent. Like, he's 3,400 net worth in comparison to the Jug's 37. So not the biggest discrepancy coming out of that one, but still great movement coming out from the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, certainly proving to be a threat. And as you kind of expected as well, as you said, with the Spirit Breaker, it can certainly be something that really causes issues for the Clinks in the laning stage. And that's yeah, certainly shown to be the way so far. Yuwa having a very nice free lane here up top. He's put a lot of pressure on this tier 1 as well. They're starting to move more heroes up here. Resolution turning up to the top lane. So now looking to contest the farm of Yuwa. In fact, maybe setting up for a bit of action. He does need a +1. Not a lot he could do on his own. He can certainly bring Yuwa down low.
They've got the Vendetta online already.
Now, yeah, if they can get a good stun, that should be enough time for them to bring him down. There we go. There's the opening. Can they do it here? Or try and Blade Fury move himself away? One more touch would have done it. Can they find it? A couple will do it. There we have it. They get it. They bring him down. And that is, yeah, pretty big for Resolution. Was having a bit of a nasty time down bottom with the pressure being put on. They move him up to the top lane, get him involved in a takedown onto Yuwa, and now they're pressuring the tower.
Dire structures are fortified.
Good lane. Really hot. Really catching back up to CCNC. CCNC does still have the edge, but the recovery is being made. Top lane, Mass TP's coming in, looking for Moon. Hookshot's not going to connect. Moon plays way out of this one. Snaking trying to close the gap, but he is going to be able to get himself back to safety. Couldn't quite get the angle there for the hookshot. Maybe if anyone was looking just to close the gap into a cogs, but again, just using the Berserker's call to make sure that the spells can't come out from the clockwork.
Yeah, that little like range gap that happens when you get the call on melee heroes, it saved him twice now for Moon, and they actually claimed themselves a tower as well. So that's very clean rotations bottom lane. Spirit Breaker's looking pretty dead.
Yeah, Resolution. We saw this when he played Clinks earlier, didn't we? Just this movements around the map, getting himself involved in very early kills.
Yeah, it's already like almost a 3,000 gold lead going out for Planet Odd.
Pretty big considering the pace this game is going.
Yeah. Moon, pretty close to his Blink Dagger already. 1,800 gold on him, and that's like their big actual initiator. Sure, Nyx's Vendetta can work for a while, but you know, if they have Sentry Downs in position for it, it's not really the same kind of thing. Now they claim themselves another tower with Resolution. However, Yuwa is able to claim the top one as a trade-off with the snaking rotation of the Clockwork coming in. So the one thing is that Snay is spending a lot of his time making moves, because that's what you should be doing as a, that's your job as a Clockwork, running around trying to find the opportunities, and let your Spirit Breaker as well trying to find those opportunities. But while that is happening, Axe is growing further and further ahead. And Thunderbirds has more of like a farming-esque lineup. With like this Kato, with Storm Spirit, with Clinks, these 3 heroes able to move around the map with high mobility.
And as you said, this Blink going to cause issues for many of the cores of Team Freedom.
Is that another urn? Sox is picking up an urn as well. So that's 4 urns on the map? Okay. That's a lot.
Top lane, look who it is, Resolution. Eyeing up the situation.
Sentry gets dropped down. Did he even get Vendetta get it? Yeah, he got it with Vendetta from Misery, getting this courier snipe.
It's this slow chase down of Rezo, just watching Yuwa, seeing if he gets in position to make a go upon him. They've got that blink on Moon. On top, Stanking's out. Resolution, yeah, not wanting to waste any more time looking around for kills. Turns back to the farm.
Saxa gets scouted, but the Clockwork Rocket gets grabbed up.
Staking straight in there with CCNC. This will be an easy one. Oh, I say that. It's not going to be an easy one. Moon's there with the reaction, jumps in with the blink. And that's CCNC out and down. Saxa keeping it alive for the timing. Omnislash jumps through and it gets the kill, but now Yawar could be in trouble. After this Blade Fury, Weehaw, he's ready to zip in, drags back the Jug. The dunk down's there from Moon. And Moon, with that Blink Dagger, making a big impact. Turning around that initial attempt from Team Freedom, jumping in, catching the Quap. At the end of it all, making sure that they secure the kill on the Jug, as well as bringing down the clock.
Beautiful recall coming out from Saxa there. He actually popped his ult, looking like he knew something was going on before that. He gets the Blinding Light to delay his death, and then he brings in the Clinks, and then with the Axe TP, they're able to turn the fight around completely. Mid lane, Moon might be in a little bit of trouble here. They get him inside of the cogs. Should be able to get the cool off down here.
And yeah, they've got Misery around as well. CCNC jumping forward, does have a Sonic Wave. He burns some of the mana, but he puts the stick charges, turns around, nice. 3-man Sonic Wave there from the Quap. Weehaw, though, plays around snaking. And now the Quap, he's out of mana. CCNC, he's going to get taken down by Resolution. Zip throw from Weehaw, has the control with a follow-up stun from Misery. And again, in these fights, Thunderbirds, they're getting the numbers. Resolution getting involved. And he is just 100 gold or so away from having that Desolator. So again, just like in the earlier game today when he played the Clinks, hitting that insane item timing.
Yep, and they picked up a ton of earn charges as well. Saxa got 2 earn charges in that fight. Misery got like 2 earn charges as well. So the multiple earns are paying off.
Well, can they get the tower tonight? Oh, no they can't. Resolution takes it. More money into the pocket, and yeah, this 6k lead is starting to creep up on Team Freedom. Some of these just kind of heroes are really a nuisance. The Moon Axe certainly being between Moon and the Misery's Nyx Assassin, they've got the control, and with Resolution and they've got the damage at this stage.
Yeah.
You've got to be so careful how you come out on the map as Freedom. There's so many opportunities for Thunderbirds to jump you.
Yeah, the Coddle being able to just like bring them all around the map. They just have high mobility on the side of Planet Odd right now in comparison. Team Freedom does have like the Clockwork to be able to run around, but Snaking, he is running around a lot, but we did touch on it, how he's falling behind more and more on the net worth, sitting at 3,000 while the enemy, Misery on the Nyx Assassin is already at 4,000. Now they're making their move into the Roche Pit. As soon as they see all the heroes bottom from the side of Freedom, they see that as their window. DD as well onto Resolution with Desolator finished up. But Freedom is in position to try to go for this one.
Yeah, they're going to charge in, try and disrupt this, but Effley's going to be turned on straight away. Weehaw just zips in, grabs him back, and that's the Spirit Breaker gone. Not the play that Effley wanted to make there. A very risky charge.
Quapple is still on cooldown too. They don't have the Sonic Wave to make this fight happen.
I mean, Thunderbirds could jump up and find the Snaking. He wants to initiate, goes forward with the hook shot, but he just gets taken down in a couple of hits from the Desolator. This is a bad play from Freedom. They do not want to be poking their heads around the pit like that. One at a time, losing their lives.
Into DD Clinks.
That is...
DD Clinks with level 2 Death Pack, so his damage is actually absurd. He had like plus 224 on top of the 166 that he already had from the Deso, so he was hitting for almost 400 at 17-minute mark. You saw he just like 3-shotted the Clockwork. CCNC now, getting some pressure on him for Misery.
Moon's eyeing up Yawar. He wants to go for it. He needs Weehaw a little bit closer to be able to make the zip. Resolution is there. The sentry's down though, so they'll play it safe. But yeah, Freedom can't afford to make plays like that around the pit.
Freedom only really has like one hero to actually like push waves out quickly as well. So the Queen of Pain is their only real fast lane pusher. While on the side of Thunderbirds, they have multiple different ways to push the lanes out quickly and make those aggressive moves. So it's like whenever the Quap is showing on the map, there's actually a lot of information giving the Thunderbirds. The Juggernaut, sure, he can spin down waves. Like that's okay, but it's not nearly as fast as what Planet Odd has. Charge coming out onto Rezo. His team is there for the backup.
It's getting harder and harder for Effley to find those fights with his initiation. So many ways that T-Birds can turn it around now. CCNC does have the invis.
He's got a full Orchid finished up as well.
He could look to take Saxa off on the side of the fight if he wants to. And he will do so. Sees Saxa, but that's going to be the backup. Moon comes in with the call. Weehaw Gets the grab in, bringing FLE back. That'll be the Spirit Breaker down. Moon surviving for the time being. The Sonic Wave is massive, though. Comes through, clips onto 3. Yawar trying to man up with the Blade Fury, but Resolution, the physical damage. Is it going to be enough to take Yawar? He's going to get out as well.
He's got the Shadow Strike on him.
Oh, okay. He ticks down. Aegis is gone.
Oh, he orchided the big... the Ancient Prowler.
And now Weeha's just going to kill him. He's looking for Snaking. The Healing Ward needs to be taken down. Okay, Weeha will have to back off, but as she said, yeah, that could have been a dead Storm Spirit if that Orchid was on point.
The creeps are standing on top of him, though, so that can happen from time to time. But great fight coming out from Freedom there.
That was perfect.
They landed, what, the 3 or 4-man Sonic Wave on top?
Yeah, great angle that CCNC got himself into across like that ridge just below the Ancients.
Yeah, look at that fight recap. Clinks did 400 damage, but look at the Quap. 3,600. I believe the Death Pact had actually worn off as well from the Clinks in that engagement, so he was a bit more susceptible
Yeah, it
to the
looked like
damage
it did
coming
actually
in.
when he was trying to man up against Yawar. Yeah, it looked like his health jumped back down. Which I guess, is one of the downsides of the change. You do have that window where it can drop like that, and with the very long cooldown now, there's no chance to chomp on a creep mid-fight really to boost you back up.
It's got better, like, uptime overall, of course,
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely more positives than negatives.
They find Misery. Nice Sentry Ward placed down, catching him as he's making moves throughout the map.
Oh, this is nice. You know, the Team Freedom tightening it up now.
Oh, did you see that?
What have we got?
Queen of Pain took 90 GPM over the cooldown reduction. I don't think I've actually ever... I've always seen the cooldown reduction.
I've always seen the cooldown reduction. I mean, I guess CCNC is like...
We need to be able to take the late game.
Yeah, he needs this BKB ASAP. Because every fight, the Orchid is going to be there looking for him. Nyx Assassin incredibly disruptive for the Quap.
Yeah, the Nyx Assassin's the big one. The Storm Spirit, he probably expects the Storm to go for Orchid afterwards. So he can get, like... He wants to get the BKB as soon as possible, but... Weeha is actually going for Lotus Orb to be able to remove that Orchid.
Ah, okay.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And I guess, other things yet. The Omni Slash to be reflected. There's... What's the only reason you feel that the Lotus Orb is better in Weeha's mind this game rather than, say, a Yule Scepter on the Storm?
Just gives him armor as well versus the Juggernaut. And then, just removing the silence. And he can use it on teammates, too. So it's like if the Clinks gets gone on, he can throw it on him or something like that. There's a bunch of different uses you can go for it.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I like it. On top lane, Weeha. Putting some pressure onto the tier 2. Does have the backup of his team inside Team Freedom's jungle. Charge will be there. We'll see how Freedom go about this fight. They've got to be careful. Thunderbirds are ready to take this one head on.
It's all about how Moon can get the initiations coming out. He doesn't have Blade Mail just yet. But in the last engagement, he only got like the clockwork inside of his call.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Putting the tower into deny range here. Weeha's trying to finish it off, but unable to do so. They're starting to make their movements away, and it gets denied up from Freedom's heavy rotations. So Blade Mail now finished up on Axe. He's going to be going for his 4-staff next to be kind of able to deal with the clockwork a bit. Blade Mail also finished on clockwork in the last engagement. Any other 4-staffs coming out for Planet Odd or Thunderbirds? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they actually aren't building like any 4-staffs except for the Axe, which is a bit strange when you're playing versus clockwork. You tend to see that get picked up pretty early most of the time. CCNC looks like he's going to be one of the targets they're trying to go for here. Long zip forward.
Yeah, they're going to have the clock in coming to try and save him, but it's going to be in vain. CCNC's out and down. Snaking jumped upon by Moon. They've got the control. Thunderbirds get the double for Wee.
Bloodstone charges.
Yeah, he's happy with that one.
Nice little far zip coming out. Like they showed Rezo in the bottom lane, and then they just make the move on top. So making a kind of like an unexpected move that Freedom probably just wasn't aware of, because, you know, as soon as they see the Clink's bottom, they're like, oh, they're probably not going for that kind of engagement. But the power of Keep to the Light also showing its prowess.
BKB's now out and done for resolution. FLE, he's coming in and giving it some hit. He's got this DD. Oh no, he's not. It looked like he had a DD with that aura, but now the bash is coming in with the dust. Resolution.
BKB removes the dust and jumps into Skeleton Walk to run away. Nice little patience coming up from him. His Death Pact was on cooldown. He really wanted to be able to use it on the creep and kind of turn on the Spirit Breaker, but either way, BKB usage to save his life like that. And heavy rotations coming out from both teams.
You got your blink on Misery now as well, so another way to counteract the plays and movements being made by CCC. How are we looking on CCC's BKB?
He was pretty close to it last I clicked on him. Yeah, he's about 100 gold away.
Oh, has he got the Mithril on the courier?
He should.
Ah,
yeah, he does.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty big. Still not necessarily the going to make him, entirely safe in a lot of situations, because in a lot of situations we're seeing him getting chain stunned, a call into a stun. So he's going to have to be pretty hot on the preemptive BKBing, as they do still have ways to certainly hold him in place and make sure that he doesn't get a chance to retaliate.
So at quite an early time, it's 24 minutes. He's got Orchid BKB on Queen of Pain. Quite good for himself.
I had the 90 GPM tell him, certainly paying off in that regard.
Weeha has traveled the highest average distance by the 20-minute mark, 262,000 tiles.
Mid lane Misery. Oh, actually not getting the stun.
Oh, but CC's just dead.
Yeah, Resolution just stands his ground, and he's taken down a double. He may even get more here. He'll turn towards the courier, pick up a bit of a bonus prize. Weeha gets the trap onto the Spirit Breaker.
Ooh, Bloodstone charges to the max. Gets 3 more there. But yeah, CC just gets auto-attack to death. He had Blink up, but he BKB tried to turn, get a Sonic Wave, and just gets killed by the massive
I was
damage.
surprised he didn't blink sooner. Was it? It was on cooldown, was it?
No, he had it up. He had it up. I guess he just was. I mean, the damage that Clinks does do with that Death Pact is absurd with Desolator. But yeah, I guess he just underestimated how much he was taking.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Big windows coming out for Planet Odd or Thunderbirds.
Yeah, so it's starting to be quite the lead indeed for Weeha and Resolution. I mean, 2 players that have looked pretty hot after the past couple of days. And Resolution's Clinks, certainly something I think teams will heavily consider in the drafting phase when when we're seeing more and more sides go up against Thunderbirds. Of course, Thunderbirds as well. Some of the big teams at home might be watching these. But these boys are they're going to be at epicenter. Interesting to see if we see any Resolution Clinks on the stage in Moscow, as the crowd will certainly love it. The teams going against him may not, as it is incredibly scary. Thunderbirds are very good with using it. As I say, that Misery does miss the stun, and Resolution won't be allowed to get the kill. And now, well, they try and come in with a hook shot, but the call's there in response. There's the uphill miss, actually saving Stan King from Resolution. But just turns towards the bigger kill, gets CCC on. Yeah, Weeha turns up to the fight. Again, securing it for the side. This time, Misery will land that stun. They tab out. It's all too much.
Yeah, they just call it. Wow.
GG. And so with that, we have our LAN finalists, don't we?
Yep. That means that Thunderbirds are Planet Odd making it through.
Thunderbirds, they're coming over to Atlanta, and they will be joining the fun alongside. Who else have we got? I forget. Secret Liquid and Vega Squadron. Yeah. Quite the lineup there, these top 4 teams we have. That's going to be a lot of fun. Commiserations, of course, for Team Freedom. But that game, I wouldn't say it was necessarily the draft. It just seemed that Thunderbirds, they just played the better Dota there.
Yeah, I mean, their high mobility lineup was enabling them to be able to do so. It seemed like Freedom was kind of like starting to fall behind. But Clinks overall, this hero is starting to look extremely potent. Like, even though they shut him down
Resolution Clinks is...
Yeah, like they were running at him in the early laning phase too. This Clockwork Spirit Breaker were finding opportunities on him, but he still hits a power point where he's just super powerful. Like, he's like 4-shotted the Queen of Pain through the BKB, and it's... Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, those buffs, time and time again. Has the frog gone too far? Well, we'll have to find out. As at the moment, the Clinks is looking very, very hot indeed. Don't go anywhere low, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have another game. Playing for the money, of course. $1,000 up for grabs with this last one. We've already got the position secured, though. And an early congratulations already to the Thunderbirds for making it to the LAN, Planet Odd. But don't go anywhere. We've got one more game of Dota here at DreamLeague. It's going to come after this short outbreak. We'll see you in a second.